Hello and welcome to the Why Machine, where we dive into ancient wisdom, lost history, and the hidden philosophies that shape our world. If you've ever walked away from a conversation feeling like you just went 12 rounds in a boxing ring wondering, was I just insulted? Did that actually happen? You're in the right place. Maybe someone just called you surprisingly smart, or complimented you on actually looking good today. Or perhaps you've been on the receiving end of a guilt trip so expertly crafted, it could win an Oscar. If any of this sounds familiar, congratulations. You've been targeted by manipulators. And if you keep tolerating these 5 behaviors, they're going to keep walking all over you like you're a welcome mat with "kick me" written on it. The Stoics, those ancient masters of self-control, had a phrase for this. They believed you should control what you can and accept what you can't. But what about the things you can control and choose not to? What about the people who actively drain your energy and disrespect your boundaries, and you just let it happen? That's not stoicism. That's self-sabotage. Your time is a finite resource. You don't have an eternity to let others take advantage of it. It's time to take control. Today, we're going to break down 5 toxic behaviors and give you the philosophical tools to respond like a master. We're not just going to recognize the problem. We're going to solve it. 1. The disguised insult. You know these people. They're the ones who give you a compliment so twisted it feels like a slap. Wow, you actually look good today. Or, I'm surprised you managed to finish that project on time. They'll laugh and say, it's just a joke. Relax. But it's not a joke. It's a passive-aggressive jab designed to keep you off balance. They're testing you, seeing if you'll swallow their toxic commentary and smile. The ancient Greek philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This isn't about being too sensitive. It's about not tolerating disrespect. The next time someone hits you with one of these jokes, don't laugh it off. Look them dead in the eye and say, "I'm not sure what you mean by that. Can you explain the joke?" This simple phrase forces them to own their cruelty. It's a conversational judo move that turns their aggression back on them, making them feel the very discomfort they tried to inflict on you. 2. The emotional blackmail. These are the masters of the guilt trip. You cancel plans because you're exhausted, and they say, "I guess I'm not a priority to you anymore. You need a few days to yourself," and they act like you've betrayed them. They use victimhood as a weapon, making you feel responsible for their happiness and fragile emotions. The Stoics knew this tactic well. They understood that external validation is a trap. When you give in to guilt, you're giving away your power. You're trading your peace for their approval. Remember that your boundaries are not a negotiation. When they try to pull this emotional stunt, remind yourself that their feelings are not your responsibility. A simple, firm response like, "I understand you're disappointed, but my decision stands," reclaims your authority and demonstrates that their manipulation has no power over you. 3. The competition, not collaboration. You have friends who only show up when you're struggling. They're quick to offer a shoulder to cry on, but are mysteriously absent when you succeed. They say things like, "Must be nice to get lucky," or "You've changed since you got that promotion." They're not celebrating with you, they're competing with you. Your success is a mirror that reflects their own insecurities. In ancient Rome, they understood the concept of envy, invidia, a destructive force that poisons relationships. A true friend, a true ally, is happy for your success. They don't see your light as a threat to their own, but as a source of inspiration. When you see this behavior, understand that it is a reflection of their own inner turmoil, not your worth. As the old saying goes, a flower does not think of competing with the flower next to it. It just blooms. Don't waste your energy on those who would rather see you wilt than blossom. Your growth is not a competition. 4. The one-sided exchange. You know the conversation I'm talking about. They talk about themselves, their problems, their day, a one-way street of information that leaves you feeling more like a therapist than a friend. But the moment you try to talk about your life, they zone out, change the subject, or suddenly have to go. This isn't a friendship. It's a performance with an audience of one. Seneca, a Roman Stoic philosopher, believed that time was our most precious commodity. He wrote, "We are more careless of our time than any of our other possessions." When you give your attention to people who won't reciprocate, you are throwing away your most valuable asset. Next time this happens, politely disengage. A simple, "I've enjoyed listening, but I have to go now." Or, "I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, but I've noticed our conversations are one-sided," can be a powerful statement. Your time is valuable. Don't give it away for free. 5. The boundary bully. These are the people who will call you cold, distant, or difficult the moment you start setting limits. They are triggered by your newfound self-respect because they've gotten used to you being a doormat. When you say no to a late-night phone call, or "I can't" to a last-minute request, they will use every emotional tactic to make you feel bad about it. This is a key moment of truth. Your growth is a threat to their control. They're not upset that you've changed. They're upset that the version of you they could manipulate is gone. Don't give in to their accusations. Stand firm in your decision. Your boundaries are the walls of your fortress. They protect your peace, your energy, and your self-worth. It's not selfish to protect your own well-being. It is a fundamental act of self-respect. So, what do you do now? How do you take action and stop tolerating these behaviors? First, master the silent exit. You don't owe anyone a 12-slide presentation explaining why you're leaving. Your absence is the most powerful statement you can make. The moment you are no longer a source of their energy or attention, their manipulation loses its power. Second, stop trying to fix broken people. You are not a repair shop for other people's emotional damage. Your only job is to live your life with integrity and respect. You cannot fix someone who doesn't want to be fixed. Finally, understand your value. You are not an open access Wi-Fi signal. Your time, your energy, and your peace are sacred. When you set boundaries, you're not being mean. You are finally acting like someone who understands their worth. Life is too short to surround yourself with people who drain you. It's time to stop people-pleasing and start people-cleansing. If this video helped you, please do me a favor. Like the video, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe to the Why Machine for more wisdom. And as always, I'll be featuring my favorite comment from this video in the next one, so drop your thoughts below.